You find yourself caught in a wave of confusion when it comes to your person's behavior. On one hand, you know who you are. You're the kind of person who, when you set your mind on something, you follow it through with determination and consistency. You don't waver or allow yourself to become wishy-washy. Once you've thought something through, you carry it with you until it feels complete. That's why it feels so difficult, even almost impossible, for you to understand how someone else could change their mind so quickly, walk away so suddenly, and leave you in silence. The thought of them blocking you, ghosting you, or cutting off communication without explanation has left you questioning everything. It's as though one moment things were real and alive, and the next, everything became quiet, leaving only unanswered questions in your heart. What you may not realize, however, is that your person has been wrestling with their own struggles. They want to tell you that the difficult time you are enduring right now is not meant to last forever. In fact, it is already shifting. Behind the scenes, beyond what you can see or feel, they have been making many changes in their life. These changes are not small or temporary, they are significant and deeply personal. Each step they take is guided by one simple but powerful desire: to be with you for the long term. The idea of a lifelong connection with you has been at the heart of their choices, and even if it has not been obvious, every move they are making is to pave the way back into your life. For a long time, fear held them back. They may have been afraid of failure, afraid of vulnerability, or afraid of losing themselves if they opened up too much. But that fear no longer has control over them. They have not given up on you, not even for a second. In fact, their faith in the connection you share has only grown stronger with time. Because of this, there is a high likelihood that communication will be restored very soon. This will not be the kind of half-hearted communication you may have experienced in the past. Instead, it will come with clarity, honesty, and truth. They are preparing to speak from a place of openness, no longer hiding behind excuses or silence. Deep within, they feel a spiritual bond with you that is unlike anything they have experienced before. They know that no other relationship, no matter how comfortable or convenient, compares to the one they share with you. This realization has been both beautiful and painful for them. Beautiful because it has helped them recognize the depth of love and connection that exists between you, but painful because it made them confront the mistakes they made in the past. Their actions, their silence, and the confusion they caused may have left you wondering if they even want to be with you. From your perspective, their behavior doesn't always match the love you feel should be there. That doubt is understandable, but the truth is much simpler than their past actions suggest. Yes, they want to be with you. When they think of you, they feel immense love, joy, and happiness. The moments they shared with you remain unmatched, and no matter what they tried to distract themselves with, nothing could replace the warmth of your presence. Losing you was, in their own words, the hardest thing they have ever gone through. They may not have shown it at the time, but the pain of losing you has stayed with them every single day. More than anything, they regret not choosing you when they had the chance. They regret not choosing their true happiness, not choosing love when it was right in front of them. This regret has weighed heavily on them, shaping their choices and fueling their determination to make things right. Now, they are preparing for a return, not just a casual re-entry into your life, but a full, intentional comeback. They want to come back whole, with plans, with love, and with the willingness to put in the effort that you have always deserved. They are no longer interested in half measures or temporary connections. What they envision is a complete reunion, one where they can show you through their actions, not just their words, how much you mean to them. They want you to see that this time is different, that they are no longer the person who let fear or indecision guide them. As you stand in this space of waiting and wondering, it's important to remember that the confusion you feel now will not last forever. The silence, the uncertainty, and the unanswered questions are only part of a temporary chapter. The story between you and your person is far from over. They are taking steps, one after another, to bridge the distance between you. Soon, you will see their intentions clearly, not through speculation or mixed signals, but through open and honest communication. This journey has not been easy for either of you. You have felt the sting of doubt and abandonment, and they have carried the weight of regret and longing. Yet, through all of this, the connection has remained. It has not been severed, no matter how quiet things became. In truth, the silence has only made the bond more undeniable. For both of you, this love has been a lesson in patience, growth, and resilience. Your person's heart is set on you. They are ready to step forward, ready to rebuild, and ready to choose you in the way they should have from the very beginning. For them, you are not just a fleeting memory or a lost chance, you are their true happiness, their joy, and their vision of a lifelong partner. And now, more than ever, they are determined to make sure you know it. You pulled away, and in that moment, I lost my balance. I went crazy trying to find some way back to you, even attempting to access your WhatsApp and Facebook accounts, as if those empty spaces on the screen could somehow bridge the distance that suddenly grew between us. But you were gone, and the silence was deafening. I can't even begin to put into words what it feels like not to be near you. It's like missing air itself, like walking around with half of myself missing. Every day, I find myself wishing that my time could be spent with you, sleeping in the comfort of your presence, laughing at the little things that only we would find funny, and soaking in the beauty of simply being together. I dream of a life where every moment is filled with you, where I don't have to imagine but instead live in the reality of your smile and your company. I fantasize about spoiling you, about giving you all the care and love I know you deserve. I often think to myself that no man could ever give you what I would, because what I feel for you runs so deep, so genuine, that it feels like the core of who I am. I know how lovingly you would take care of me, how your heart overflows with warmth and tenderness. That's why I long to return that same care to you, to match your love with mine, to build something that is equal parts giving and receiving. Your love, even in the smallest doses, feels like medicine to me. It soothes my heart, heals the hidden scars, and touches the deepest wounds I've carried for so long. Somehow, without even trying, you ease my pain just by being who you are. I don't know exactly what it is, but your energy, your vibe, is unlike anyone else's. It's healing, it's uplifting, it's radiantly positive. It's the kind of energy that makes the world around you brighter, that draws me closer without effort. Your voice alone could calm storms inside me, and your laughter, it's like a song I never want to stop hearing. Even the way you call my name is beautiful to me, like it carries a special rhythm that no one else could ever create. You are, in every way, winsome, captivating, charming, irresistible. And yet, despite all of this, I find myself hesitating. I don't know when the right time to reach out to you is. I don't know if you'll have the space, the patience, or even the desire to talk to me again, to answer my call or respond to my messages. I fear that if I take the risk and you don't reply, or worse, if you ignore me, I'll spiral into panic again. I worry that my reaction will push you away even more, that I'll ruin the fragile chance I still hold on to. That fear has a grip on me, but at the same time, so does the hope of us. There's so much I want to say when it comes to you, so many thoughts that weigh on me and keep me awake at night. I know I can't approach you unprepared, because you mean too much for me to stumble blindly. You deserve the best of me, not the broken or frantic parts that sometimes take control. It's intimidating, the thought of trying to measure up to what I feel you deserve, but it's also deeply alluring. It makes me want to rise higher, to polish myself, to be the version of me that could truly stand by your side. The truth is, I don't just want you to notice me. I want you to feel safe with me, to trust that my presence adds to your life instead of complicating it. I want to be the reason you smile without even realizing it, the one you can lean on when the world feels heavy. I don't want to be another fleeting connection or just someone who passes through your story. I want to be woven into it, chapter after chapter, because when I picture a future that makes sense, it's a future with you in it. Sometimes, I close my eyes and imagine the simplest things, us sitting quietly together, not needing words to feel connected, us taking long walks, where our conversations drift between the silly and the profound, us building a rhythm of life that feels like home. These are not extravagant fantasies, they are tender, ordinary moments, and yet they feel extraordinary because they would be shared with you. I wish I could explain how much your presence changes me. I'm not the same person when I think of you, my rough edges soften, my restless thoughts calm, and for once, I feel like I could truly belong somewhere. Or maybe, not somewhere, but with someone, with you. That's what makes this so intimidating, yet also so powerful. You make me want to be more than I've ever been, not out of pressure, but out of love. I know I've stumbled, I know I've let fear and desperation make me act in ways I regret, but I want you to know that behind all of that is a heart that simply longs for you. If I could, I would rewrite my actions, but what I cannot change, I hope to mend with honesty and with love. So here I am, wrestling with when and how to reach out, hoping for the right moment, the right words, the right balance. I don't know if that moment will come soon or if I'll miss it entirely, but what I do know is this: you matter to me more than I can express. You are the light in my storm, the balm for my pain, the dream I keep chasing. And for you, I want nothing more than to become the best version of myself, the version that is steady, strong, and worthy of the love I long to give and receive. Your partner sees you as a true go-getter, someone who refuses to sit back and wait for life to unfold but instead takes deliberate steps toward creating the reality you want. They admire the way you have shifted your energy and begun making things happen for yourself in a way that feels both bold and inspiring. To them, you are no longer someone who isolates or hides away from the richness of life. Instead, you are allowing yourself to experience everything more fully, opening up to opportunities, people, and experiences that once may have felt too far out of reach. This change hasn't gone unnoticed. Your partner observes how you are putting yourself out there more than ever, showing up in spaces where your presence makes an impact. They see you engaging with others, expanding your social circle, and embracing activities that highlight your growth and transformation. From their perspective, one of the most striking shifts is how much attention you are receiving lately. Your recent glow-up, both inside and out, has created a magnetism that draws people toward you. Success, confidence, and self-assurance radiate from you in ways that feel undeniable. Your partner notices that others are captivated by this new energy, and while it makes them feel proud to stand beside you, it also stirs up a quiet sense of jealousy. It is not that they doubt your loyalty or the bond you share, but rather that they are aware of just how magnetic you have become, and it reminds them of how deeply they value what you two share. They also recognize the journey it has taken for you to get to this point. Your partner knows you have endured many struggles and downfalls in your professional and personal life. They remember the moments when things didn't go as planned, when setbacks weighed heavily on you, and when discouragement threatened to overshadow your ambition. Because of this, they see your current success not just as a natural rise, but as a conscious rebuilding of yourself in the material world. You have chosen to reclaim your strength, to take back your power from everything that once distracted or drained you. This decision to realign your focus has made you stronger, more determined, and more centered. Your partner can sense that right now your energy is directed inward, toward yourself and your personal growth. They understand that this is necessary, even healthy, but they also notice that you hold back in certain ways. You are not as open and vulnerable with them as you may have been in the past. Where once you may have shared every detail or let your guard down easily, now you are more protective of your inner world. To them, it feels as though you are carefully curating what you reveal, keeping some parts of yourself reserved. While this can leave them missing a deeper level of intimacy, it also adds to the air of mystery you give off. That air of mystery is something they find both grounding and enchanting. On one hand, they see you as stable, practical, and firmly rooted in reality. You handle life with a sense of balance that reassures them. Yet, at the same time, you exude a mystical, almost otherworldly quality that keeps them fascinated. This blend of realism and mysticism makes you unique in their eyes. It's as though you live with one foot firmly planted in the material world while the other hovers in a more spiritual or ethereal space. They are deeply drawn to this duality, feeling that it sets you apart from anyone else they have ever known. Your partner also reflects on the love they feel for you, and in doing so, they come to a striking realization: they cannot imagine ever loving another person the way they love you. For them, the bond you share is rare and irreplaceable. The sensual chemistry between you is unmatched, creating an intensity that leaves them feeling deeply connected and profoundly alive in your presence. This isn't just physical attraction, though it is certainly strong, it is also emotional and spiritual resonance. They feel seen, desired, and understood in ways that transcend ordinary relationships. At the same time, your partner is acutely aware of the challenges you have both endured together. They know this connection hasn't always been smooth or easy. There have been trials, conflicts, and moments of doubt that could have pulled you apart. Yet, despite it all, you both chose to hold on, to weather the storms, and to continue building something meaningful. These shared struggles have given your relationship depth and resilience, making your bond even more significant. Your partner recognizes that while others may only see the outward glow of your success and the surface-level beauty of your connection, the two of you know the truth of what it took to arrive here. For them, this duality, your independence and your closeness, your stability and your mystique, your struggles and your triumphs, creates a love that is layered, complex, and unforgettable. They admire the way you keep growing, even if it means you sometimes hold a little back from them. They are proud of the person you are becoming, even if it stirs up some jealousy. Above all, they are captivated by the undeniable energy you bring into their life, an energy that makes them believe that no matter what challenges lie ahead, the connection you share is unlike anything they could ever experience with someone else.